Shout out to our K&J fam, and you're rocking with Kristin and Jamil. And we are back, you guys, for a Thai food mukbang. And not just any Thai food mukbang. We have a special guest, my sister, my friend, the most amazing person I know and that you'll ever meet. And I really mean that. I love you so much.
I second that too.
I love you guys. Danielle, you can call her Danny.
Nice.
Yeah, so Danny decided to do a special guest appearance with us today. Thank you.
Yeah, thanks for joining us.
Thank you for having me.
This
is amazing. I'm so excited to eat.
Yes,
Good,
we're starving.
Right now, I'm starving. I've had a very long day.
Yes,
I don't
and we're
blame
ready
you.
to dig
But
in.
I'm so happy to have you guys here.
Yes.
Awesome.
Glad that you're safe.
Thank you.
Yes, and just to let you guys know, we're actually in Sacramento right now at her house because once again, the fires, they're going crazy, and you know, so we had to come up here, and she's been so nice to allow us to stay here. So it's
we're
been cool.
at my sister's house, and we're gonna dig in. Let's introduce the food super quick. Let's dig in, and we can talk, and they can get to know you.
Okay.
Okay.
Exactly.
Okay. You wanna?
Right.
You don't know what things
I
are.
don't know they are. I never do.
You need me?
Yeah, you
Let's
introduce
do
it.
it. Let's do it.
Thai food is my jam.
Yeah.
I love Thai food. I think if I could have been born in another culture, it would have been the Thai culture.
Nice.
Culture, nice.
Perfect.
Thai, Laotian, Vietnamese. I love all that.
Introduce it.
So, okay, so these are spring rolls. They're amazing, and they're fried, and they have a little sweet and sour sauce. Should I hold it up?
Yeah, sure.
Yeah, that's
If you
cool.
want.
That's
Just give
fine.
them a little.
Ooh.
Bam.
Yummy.
Okay.
Yummy. Okay. These are chicken satays.
Yes.
Nice.
Should I take them out of the pack?
If you wanna, if you wanna just kind of unwrap it.
Yeah.
Hang on to it over here.
Oh my god, my mouth is watering. So, chicken satay.
Ooh. So it's really just like a chicken skewer. It's on a stick.
Yeah. And then this is actually, I think, orange chicken. Now, I haven't
Orange
had
chicken.
this from this particular place. So
Yeah.
am I allowed to say the name of the place?
Yeah, it's fine.
So
yeah.
Siam Patio Thai on Fair Oaks Boulevard in Sacramento. It's amazing. It's been around for a pretty long time. I think maybe like over 10 years.
Nice.
So I think this is orange chicken. Did you guys order that?
Yes.
Yeah, okay, so it's orange chicken. This sounds like
I love orange chicken.
Jamil
She didn't even know it was orange chicken, but she knew by looking.
Yeah,
That's impressive.
I
That
did.
is good.
Well, I mean, it's like it's got the orange sauce that's
Yeah.
under
Yeah,
here
but
and
that
the
was
oranges.
That's
Still a good.
Can you
yes,
guys
that's
see
good,
that?
yeah.
Oh my god, there's oranges.
I'd have
under
been
there.
like, I don't know that.
Okay, this, everybody should always know this if you're going to eat Thai food. This is a staple. This is
Pad
pad
Thai.
Thai.
Pad Thai
With,
noodles.
it looks like it's with shrimp.
I'm
And,
thinking it's chicken in it too, from what I
Yeah.
saw. Yeah.
and these are bamboo shoots on top.
that's cool.
And bamboo shoots are like kind of a regular thing throughout Thai dishes, and they're just so fresh and crunchy.
Gives a little crunch.
Oh,
crisp.
so
Yeah.
delicious.
Okay.
So delicious. And now we have, I believe, Kristen's choice.
She knows it so well. How did you know?
Chicken teriyaki.
You're so funny.
Yummy. And
Yeah.
that looks really good.
It does.
Now, that looks amazing. However, last but certainly not least,
This is what you came for. This is the finale.
I've been like,
This is the grand.
It looks so good. It's the jade green curry.
Danny's choice.
My choice
Yes.
with chicken, and you have your choice of either brown rice or white rice.
Bam. Look at this, you
Yes,
guys.
darling.
Okay. Thank you for introducing.
thank
You did a
you.
great job.
Let's do a
Thank
quick
you.
thumbnail, and we're getting in right
Let's do a
now.
quick
Okay.
thumbnail.
So all you gotta do is, I guess,
Hold
do
up.
whatever
Can I
you
hold
think.
up a chicken?
Yeah, you can hold up a
that's
chicken.
perfect.
Absolutely. I'm going to do a fork of this.
I'll do orange chicken since that's my
Broccoli.
specialty.
Perfect.
Oh yeah. Oh
Okay.
yeah.
Ready?
Ready?
1, 2, 3.
Okay, cool.
Is that good? Okay.
All right, you're
Let's
officially
dig
in
in.
with the K&J thing. Yeah, thank
so
you.
happy to have you
KJ
here.
and D. it. We're gonna get tea tonight. Okay, let's give Danny the green curry.
Ooh, yes,
that
please.
tastes so good.
Oh,
That tastes so good.
very good. It's, but first, on your plate, I think you need to have a little bit of rice.
Yes, absolutely.
So if that's
You want
okay,
brown,
I'm
or-
gonna grab the brown. Yes.
Yes, absolutely.
Brown
You want a
rice
spoon?
is one of my favorites.
want a
Oh, I have a
spoon?
spoon down here. I've got
The
one.
thing with curry, you guys, which is really fun, it's because it's really saucy, right? So it's nice to put the rice first.
Yes.
You pour the curry over it, and then it just soaks up in
It's
the
amazing.
rice, and it is amazing.
Sauce. Oh yeah, the sauce.
Seriously.
It is
The
amazing.
sauce is the best part
And
to me.
yeah, if you guys haven't done, if you eat Thai though, like you have to have like the pad Thai noodles. I mean, there's so many different
Yes.
things, but I don't know, something about the pad Thai noodles. I love them.
I think-
Love
I
it.
think the pad Thai noodles are definitely like a staple
Absolutely.
of Thai food.
Oh right, absolutely.
For sure. It's definitely very popular. In terms of a noodle. if you
Yeah,
have a
Yeah.
noodle.
definitely. The thing to remember about Thai food is that it's naturally spicy.
Yeah.
So, I mean, even if you don't get, you can order it mild, but it will still have a little bit of spice to it.
That's right.
You got it, fork overboard.
You got it.
So, I actually worked in a Laotian restaurant.
You did.
Oh, really?
Yes,
Oh,
it was one
crazy.
of my most favorite occupations before becoming a teacher.
Yes,
Nice.
I remember that.
Yeah, and so
Wait, what was it called?
it was called Lao Lan Song.
La, la,
Oh,
la.
nice.
I loved how you pronounced it. Yeah.
Lao Lan Song in Madison, Wisconsin,
Oh, nice.
and just
Oh, yeah, I wanna check
I'm
delicious.
gonna have to. I can't really.
Oh, that's fine.
Oh, yeah.
Maybe if you can. Yeah. There we go.
Oh,
Is it good?
Got it.
that was my first bite of curry,
Right.
and the
Amazing.
flavor explosion
Yeah.
is
It
just
is amazing.
incredible.
Yeah, I'm gonna
It
try
is,
it.
I
huh?
mean,
I'm excited for that.
the textures of
Nice.
the rice with the creaminess of the sauce is
Yes.
just
It's
It's
bomb.
that good, huh?
Yeah, I agree. I think it goes so well.
If you guys have never done Thai food, I mean, you have to try
Yeah.
it out. You have to try it. It's kind of pricey. It is pricey, especially depending on certain areas, but it's worth it. It's
Yeah.
so worth it.
it's always
super good.
fresh.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
It is
know?
fresh.
Uh-huh.
And actually, not disclaimer, but confession. I got the wrong spring rolls. They actually have
Oh,
like a really.
boo. No, I'm just joking.
I know.
Sister.
No worries. No worries.
They have a really good like spring roll that's not fried. It's in like a rice paper.
Yeah.
It's clear, and that one's really really good for like a more healthier version.
Yeah. Yeah.
So
That's okay though.
thank you, babe. Thank you.
Yeah, it's all
Thank
good.
you. No, these are good.
Yeah.
No, these
It
are.
just depends if you're trying to go like healthy.
Yeah.
But obviously they're both still amazing.
Exactly.
That's right.
Is there peanut sauce down there?
Yes,
Oh,
there
yes, there
is.
is. Here,
Um,
let me
and
give
that-
you both.
Goes really well with your chicken satay.
Did you want that one also?
And oh yeah,
There we go.
this is a clear. This would be really good with actually these spring rolls as well. This is a clear sauce with cucumbers, and usually this is rice wine vinegar
Oh, okay.
and a little sugar,
Nice.
water, and they simmer it, and then they add in the vegetables, onions, red peppers, and cucumbers, and it's a really good sauce.
Nice.
I'm like very impressed
I
with it
know.
right now.
Oh,
Yeah,
really?
yeah, you really know your stuff. Yeah. I know.
Like I knew
Yeah, no, me too.
I'm like into
If
it.
there's one thing I know about honey, it's food.
I'm like majorly into what you're saying.
Yeah.
Well, working at the Laotian restaurant, I really learned a lot about this cuisine. And the flavor profiles are just so delicious.
There
Makes
are.
sense. Yeah. They really are.
What's the difference in terms like between a Laotian restaurant and a Thai? Like,
That's a good
if
question.
any, like, can you tell the difference in terms of menu selection or flavor profile, or is it very similar?
It's very similar, but I think there are some differences. I don't know. I couldn't really point to exactly what. I'm trying to think. Like what might be different about a Laotian. Laotian I think it's a mixture of different cuisines from, throughout the region. So, Laotian would add in actually maybe some French cuisine.
Oh,
possibly. Because I know that the French are in the history of the Laotian culture. So, there could be,
a French
Yeah,
twist
yes,
or something.
yes, exactly. But
That's pretty cool.
don't look that up.
Just take your word for it.
She's the all-knowing.
I'm not sure.
We're not gonna fact check.
no.
Yeah.
No fact checking. We're good. Got it. So if I went to a Laotian restaurant, they would have pad thai noodles.
But they would call it something else.
I
so
see.
like
I
the
know.
names,
I
so
see.
I remember, and actually,
Is it all coming back to you right now?
I'm not joking.
Okay.
On your video, please.
We choked. It's okay.
Have you?
We choked. We coughed.
Have you?
Yeah.
All the time. Eating
burped.
and talking is a skill.
It's all bad.
Eating and talking is a real skill.
Oh my gosh,
And it's
that was
not
a
easy.
joke.
It's okay, girl.
Okay. Back to what I was saying. The pad thai noodles in Laotian cuisine are called kuami.
Okay.
Okay.
Or that's what it was called at the restaurant that I worked at.
But they
So,
look
for
similar.
example, but it's the exact dish.
Got it.
Oh, okay.
The fried rice noodles with a little bit of, spicy sauce,
Yeah.
sugar,
Nice.
and hand that over.
Yummy, yummy, so good.
Are there any other restaurants that you worked at before, or is that
Oh,
mainly the
Yeah.
I know.
How long do we have in this video for me to tell you about all the restaurants and places I've worked?
Right.
You open a whole can of worms.
Silverworms? Well, now I gotta hear it.
When I was young, because I'm a little younger, so she started the workforce a little bit before I did. But I remember driving with you to work when you were still in high school.
Yeah.
At like your first job, at like a deli.
You remember
right?
what? Oh, yeah.
Was that your first one?
That's right.
And it was, right?
That was like one of the that was actually my first, I think, real job.
Oh,
really?
Like I worked for summers at a pool. And then that job was like my first real job. And that was at
Wow.
Venice Gourmet Deli in Sausalito, which is still
Oh,
there.
nice. Yes,
Still
right.
there.
Still there.
They sell the wine tops and all the copper pans and
Oh,
pots
that's
and
cool.
pans and things. And
It's like a touristy deli.
yeah, it is. It's a
Yeah.
touristy
Like
deli.
you can get a sandwich,
Uh-huh.
but you can also get like knickknacks.
Yeah.
What do you want? Anything?
I loved working
Yeah,
there.
one of the spring rolls, please. Thank you so much.
You want chicken satay?
No, I think I'm okay for now. I'm
Okay.
just gonna have this. So that's cool. So that was your first one then, huh? And then what else? Any other places or food places?
Yeah, well then after that I worked
Oh, let's see.
at Dario's Pizza.
Oh, the pizza place.
Uh-huh. Yep. And
Oh,
so
yeah.
because I turned 18 in high school,
Yeah.
I could get a job there because you had to be 18 to serve alcohol.
Yeah, sure.
So
Good point.
yeah, so I did that and then went to college and just had a lot of jobs. I worked at Whole Foods Market. I worked
Nice.
a deli. That was in college in Madison. And then in Madison, my last kind of menial, kind of labor job, I guess. I feel like maybe that's not the best way to put it.
How about pre-career?
Yeah. Sorry, I don't know. Well, my last, it was a hard-working job. I worked a lot. Was working at the Laotian restaurant
Okay. So
as
that
a waitress,
was
and I was a delivery driver.
Oh, you were?
That's cool.
And I delivered food to the band Garbage.
Oh, really?
They were recording
Oh,
That's
really?
crazy.
in Madison. Yeah, they ordered Laotian food for delivery.
That's
Yep.
Did you know that was
crazy.
them when you were like going?
I had a feeling because I knew the address. Because people had talked about it,
Got it.
Yeah.
Maybe they've ordered
Yeah.
before there too, or something. Oh, that's pretty cool.
And you were like,
Do-
hey.
I'm wondering because I know, when you're doing like restaurant industry stuff, like people can be terrible customers and stuff like that.
Yeah.
You know?
Yeah.
Do you have any like crazy stories
Are
or
people
a
mean to
story?
you?
Yeah.
Oh, yeah, and actually
Yeah.
I thought about this because I heard on the radio they were talking about tipping
Oh yeah.
and the culture of tipping,
Uh-huh.
and what it's like in this country, and
Yeah.
that actually only really 20% of people actually really tip. It's like
Really?
like
No way.
That's you're
I thought it
serious?
was
That's
like
crazy.
something. It was something
Really?
kind of like shocking, like
Wow.
Wow.
yeah, it was.
Oh.
I'm pretty sure that's how it went. But anyway, don't quote me on that one.
No.
But
Okay.
We're just
made
gonna
me
believe her.
I know.
it made me think that hearing that story made me think about when I worked at Dario's Pizza.
Mhm.
My night was Thursday nights, and that was all you can eat spaghetti night.
Nice.
Yeah.
Oh, God.
And I was one waitress in the entire place, and that was upstairs, downstairs.
Yeah.
Wow.
On really busy nights, yeah.
Uh-huh.
Really busy, like Fridays and Saturdays, there would always be two, one for upper, one for
Oh,
lower.
makes sense. That makes sense. Uh-huh.
So on Thursday nights, I had the whole thing. I did all you can eat spaghetti, the whole restaurant,
Oh no.
right for dinner service.
Yeah.
Okay? And so these.
Why were you the only one?
Yeah.
That's just how they scheduled it,
I
like in
see.
terms of like how much tips you made.
Oh.
They wanted to, I don't know.
But
it
a
was-
2-floor restaurant? That's ridiculous.
Yeah, but it was a
Yeah.
lot of work. And
Yeah.
so I got one table
No.
of people that, I tried not to judge.
Mm-hmm.
And I'm still, it was just four, maybe middle-aged people. I won't say anything else. And they were like, you were a really good waitress.
Yeah.
This was after getting them like 3 plates of spaghetti, because it was all you could eat spaghetti. So you go back, you get the spaghetti.
Yeah.
You have to go back,
Mm-hmm.
get the spaghetti out of the pot,
Yeah.
put their sauce on. I had to do that.
Oh, crazy.
So you-
Oh.
So you plate it,
assembled it.
Yes, you assemble. It's a
That's
lot of work. I did it like
so
3
much.
times for all 4 of them,
Okay.
What?
along with bread, salad.
Yeah.
I love that you remember the
drink.
exact order.
Oh yeah.
know, yeah.
I remember where they sat in the restaurant. Oh yeah, I remember this. And so like I said, they said you were a really good waitress.
Oh wow.
That's what they said. And they left. I went and picked up the tab and their money, and I counted it out, and they left me the exact change of the bill.
Was
So, like, if the
You're
bill
kidding.
was...
$34.97.
yeah.
They left me $34.97 and no tip.
Oh, they paid me just the bill.
Yes.
They didn't. Oh no.
So that, sorry, that's
thought you meant-
I see
circle
what
back
you're saying,
around
yeah.
to my story about what I heard this morning
I see.
on the radio
Uh-huh.
about people not really,
So they were the 80%.
tipping that much, or that people really. Actually, no, I think I heard it right. It's 20% of people tip because they feel
Oh, okay.
like they want to make, like they feel like they want to make sure that the waitress or waiter gets compensated.
Exactly.
For only making like half of minimum wage, which is what they get per
Yes.
hour.
Uh-huh.
So some people think about. I think that's what the statistic was that I heard.
I
Anyway,
see.
and it made me think about that situation at Dario's, and I was, in the words of mommy, I was pissed. Just kidding.
No, I don't blame you.
You were pissed.
Especially for them to say like
I
you're
would've
so
been mad, too.
amazing, you're so good.
Mm-hmm.
I wonder too, like
That's interesting.
when if they left an exact amount, that's hard to say that they forgot. Because I can see people forgetting from time to time.
Right.
But if you leave an exact amount, that's almost like you knew exactly what
They
you
just
were
don't
doing.
tip.
They just don't tip, yeah.
The tip was in the compliment.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Exactly.
I was
Yeah.
like taken back by the compliment. I was like, wow, they really thought I did a good job.
Yeah.
And you probably did.
I thought I'm gonna get that money in my pocket.
Right?
Sure enough, nope.
That's interesting.
Yeah.
Well,
Yeah.
I mean, a tip is
Yeah.
optional.
Noodles on my plate.
A tip is optional legally. Like,
Yeah.
if you don't tip, right, you won't be arrested for it.
That's true.
You won't, versus
Yeah.
like if you skip out on a
Right.
bill,
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
it's illegal. So that's why people say tips are optional.
Right.
Yeah.
But in reality,
Yeah.
Yeah.
they shouldn't be optional. Like,
No.
like
Yeah.
you know what I mean? Like I think that
Should be a little bit, yeah.
I don't know. Like maybe if they, I don't know. Like maybe there's a way to increase the bill a little bit, just automatically if you have a waiter or a waitress waiting on you.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
They do that for large parties.
Yeah, they
usually.
do.
That's true.
That's true.
Parties of 6 or more, which I think is really
Yeah.
important, because
Exactly, yeah.
but that party of 4, all you can eat spaghetti. It might as well have been
That's
a party of
terrible.
9.
Exactly.
3 times 3. No,
Exactly.
sorry, 4 times 3.
Exactly, because you had to
12,
keep coming back.
12. Party of 12. Remember that show, Party of 5? Anyway,
Yeah.
So
You had that double plus one.
I do feel though that, in my opinion, when it comes to like, because it should be included. It would be nice to actually.
Sour sauce?
Oh yeah, sure.
Sorry, excuse me.
Oops.
Sorry to interrupt you.
Yo, no worries, no worries. It would be nice to like have it included.
I've been double.
Oh, yeah. What'd you do? What'd you do?
Well,
As soon as I hear the joke, I'll tell you guys too. 'Cause-
oh no.
What?
Did you really
Oh,
double
yeah.
dip? Oh my god.
Oh, you double dipped in there.
I've been double dipping the whole time. I have the worst manners. Danny's like, oh, I don't want to double dip on the sauce.
So I poured the sauce on my plate.
I'm sorry.
And she's like, I've been double dipping.
You guys, I've been doing lots of things.
So pretty much,
I've been doing lots of
we
things.
have the sweet and sour
Oh
sauce
my
over there,
gosh.
I'm sorry.
and it's been sitting here the whole time.
That's not the only thing I've been
okay,
doing.
I don't care.
Kristen,
It's my sister.
Kristen's been like dipping.
I've been
eating
no,
them.
I've been like this. I've been like this.
No, it's all good.
I've been doing. I'm sorry. I figure we're family.
We are. Yes. Absolutely.
Thanks, Danny.
Thank you.
I know.
My manners have gone out the window. I thought about it though. Like as
Yeah.
I'm doing it, I'm like, okay, I think people are gonna think it's all hectic. But I'm like, we're family, and then Danny all of a sudden is like, I'm just gonna pour a little sauce because I don't want to contaminate. Meanwhile, I have ruined
It's
that
been
plan.
contaminated.
Actually, I
anyways.
think I did double dip in the peanut sauce.
Okay, thanks for the
Oh, did you?
confession.
Oh, yeah.
It's
It's all good.
okay.
It's
I feel
fine.
at least you didn't leave me hanging completely because I felt bad. Okay, sorry.
No, it's all good. So, well, anyways, I wanted to tell this story, like, with tipping, right?
Oh, so
Because
funny.
Yeah.
I feel like with tipping, like,
Yeah.
like when you get, like, a really good, or just even a decent waitress or waiter, somebody
Mm-hmm.
who's just, like, they talk to you, they're kind, and they don't have to go go out of the way, do anything crazy,
Yeah.
but if they're there to give you the drinks and give you the food and, like, tell you food's coming up and things like that, I feel like it should be included if everyone could do that. But you have some people, like, I'm going to tell you guys in a second, today, who don't deserve tips. Don't even deserve a tip. Yeah, like, and it's stuff like that where it's like,
Jamil?
I know, it's bad. Like, oops.
Oops,
Oops, drop something.
it's your karma.
Mazel
I
tov.
know, right? I know. Or deserve like at least a minimal tip,
Okay, so
Okay, so this
What
is
happened?
what happened. So we actually
And you
went out.
have to agree. Well, maybe you don't agree. Well, we can talk
Yeah,
about it.
well, this is one of my
can
favorite.
debate.
yeah. Okay, let's debate.
What? Yeah. Okay. Yeah.
Let's debate.
So we went to this restaurant today.
Yeah.
Really good breakfast restaurant. It was pretty good food.
Oh.
So anyway, so we go there.
Have you ever been to
And-
Bacon and Butter?
Yeah.
Okay,
That's
yeah.
one of the
Yeah,
most famous right now.
it's
Okay,
really
yeah.
popular.
Restaurants for breakfast.
Yeah.
I have been there.
Totally. Okay.
Super good.
The reviews were great, so the food was good. Like
Yeah.
everything was great there.
Yeah.
Except the lady we had. Okay, so we get it there first. We
Yeah.
get there and we're
Want
standing
more
for a
rice?
minute.
Yes, thank you.
Yeah, I have some more
love
rice right over here.
Oh, thank you.
Do you want both, or do you want brown?
Just a brown,
Just
please.
a brown? Okay. All good. So we get there and
Yummy.
we're sitting. Okay. So they take us to our seat. So we sit there, and the lady comes. And at first, she was okay. She's like, do you guys know what you want? After maybe giving us, 2-3 minutes to order. So we're like, yeah, we do, and we order it and everything. So that was perfectly fine. She was nice about that.
Yeah.
But she asked me a question, and she walked away before we finished ordering. Yeah. So as soon as I finished saying what I was gonna get, and I had made a mistake, she's like, okay, great, wrote that down and walked away. And right, didn't she kind of do that?
We were kind of done. We forgot to order.
Yeah, but she kind of threw me off. Well, because I messed up with the ordering at first. And she threw me off a little bit, but she walked away before saying, like, hey, is there anything else? Or, she just kind of left, right?
Yeah.
And then a couple seconds later, like, when she walked away, I was like, oh, wait, I forgot to order the waffle.
Right.
So I was like, okay, well, she'll come back. She never came back. She never came back. Now.
Never came back?
Now, okay, okay, that's actually, let's take that back because before she ordered our food, she poured us coffee. Or maybe she had it at the same time, right?
No, she came back for the coffee refill.
But this was before the waffle because I would have told her
that was after we ordered the waffle. Yeah.
Oh, well, no, but what about the first time when she ordered it? When she first poured the coffee the first time?
That was after we had ordered the waffle, I think.
No, it wasn't.
Yeah.
No, when she first gave us the first cup of
Okay,
coffee.
I need a diagram.
Oh,
Okay.
I don't know.
Yeah, the first
right.
cup.
I need a
Okay,
diagram of what. Okay.
I know.
So, hold on.
Oh, you're
Okay.
right.
Circle one.
Okay,
Number
yes,
one.
yes.
Arrive at bacon and butter.
Exactly. So we arrived there.
No,
Was it busy?
No, this is what
Was it
happened.
busy?
Empty.
No, it wasn't. It was
Empty.
Okay,
empty.
empty.
I know what happened.
Next line, next bubble.
I know what happened.
Yeah.
We ordered the drinks first before we put in our food
That's
order.
right.
That's why she
Okay.
came with drinks.
And it wasn't her, or was it?
It was her.
Maybe it was her. Okay.
Listen.
Okay, go, keep going.
No, I'm just saying these are moot points.
Let me go from there. I got
And
that.
I just want to say she got you your drinks right away.
Well, it
She
wasn't
did.
her. It was somebody else who ordered the drinks.
Oh.
She came back with the drinks to give us the order.
Oh.
That's what it was. So
Okay.
the hostess asked us what we want to drink. We said coffee. She came, and then our waitress came with the coffee and water. Afterwards, said, "Hey, what do you want?" So we ordered, and then once again she walked away before we 100% finished ordering. Although it wasn't 100% her fault, but still, it was a little.
She didn't
it
say
wasn't
she didn't say there was there anything else I
She
can
was
get
walking.
you. Is that everything?
Exactly.
She just took. I ordered. He
Took
ordered.
the- yeah.
That was
Yeah.
it. She
I just walked away.
Which
Yeah.
would have been fine,
Yeah,
but she never came back in our direction at all, so we could stop her, which is okay too. But we had to grab the other guy to say, "Hey, we wanted to order something else." This other guy that kept coming to the right of us,
The busboy.
the busboy
He
was like,
very
"Hey,
nice.
do you mind if we can order something else since we're not seeing our waitress?" And he was like, "Yeah,"
Yeah,
and
yeah.
he told her.
Okay.
She put it on the menu. He comes back like 5 minutes later and was like, "Oh, I told her she added that to the bill." This is empty, by the way. This place is not that crowded. So comes back later,
Okay.
and then after 5 minutes or 10 minutes after that,
Yeah.
she comes back with more coffee, and she's like, "How's everything?" She's not looking at me. She's looking only at Kristin. She's not making any eye contact with me or anything like that.
Which is
And-
weird.
Hold on.
which still isn't the worst situation, but the problem was, oops, I know. We both had our coffee cups here, and because she's not looking at me, she looked right at Kristin, poured her cup, and walks away.
And he
And my
had
cup-
a cup of
mine was
coffee.
empty.
Yeah.
Mine was empty.
Which
Like, she
I didn't even
anything.
realize, but
So
yeah,
I'm like-
she didn't pour his.
I'm like, okay.
Yeah, no, she doesn't deserve a tip.
Yeah, well, and then, yeah.
There's
And
more
then-
though.
What?
And
Okay,
then
let me
we'll-
hear more.
She didn't come back with her food. It was the busboy that came back with her food, which
What?
is still
Yes.
okay. But
Right.
then I was like, "Hey, we wanted. Was it something else besides ketchup? It was something else first, right?
The waffle.
Okay,
Oh, you
I
got
think
this
maybe
waffle?
that's yeah. Well, okay, so I can't remember, but there was no ketchup, and we had potatoes and like eggs, and I'm like, no ketchup at all. So
Yeah, I don't like
That's
places
finally-
that
tragedy.
don't leave out ketchup.
I know.
Wait, who doesn't bring ketchup?
It's
I
a
know.
millennial thing.
So they didn't bring ketchup.
What is
No.
wait.
This
Sorry,
was
we're gonna get off topic.
I know. This was a
Let's
cheap
go
thing.
back to
I
the
know.
millennial ketchup.
I know.
point. Okay.
So that's right. So the guy drops the food off.
Yeah.
And I think we asked for something. I can't remember what it was right now, but he leaves, and I realized we don't have ketchup. So I'm like, we'll just wait. until she comes around,
what to do.
asks us how we're doing, and we'll go from there.
Yeah.
She never shows up. So I'm sitting there like just like not eating, like 5, maybe 6, 7 minutes. He comes walking around. I'm like, hey, can we get ketchup here? And he's like, oh, let me get you some ketchup. And then he goes and he comes right back with the ketchup and brings it to us and stuff like that. And then like after everything was there, she walks around. She's like, how's everything going? Asking her again, of course, not looking at me. How's everything? And we're like, oh, we're good. Things are good. We're good. And she walks away, you know. And then, so I was just like, all right.
He was pissed.
I was upset. So I just gave her.
That
I gave her
is crazy.
Yeah, and then we get the bill. The bill was super expensive, which is fine, but I'm like, man, this is crazy. So long story short, guys, I'm sorry for this long story, but I gave her like a $5 tip out of like a $54 bill, which
we don't do. I just want to say
no,
we're
we
really
never do that.
heavy tippers.
Honestly,
am I right?
100%. I mean, we
Yeah.
overtip.
Yeah.
We do.
We overtip all the time.
I've been with you guys.
Yeah.
We're not cheap.
Yeah, we overtip. I just don't, like my whole thought, at least the way I feel, like when you come to a restaurant, you can't go to the kitchen to grab your food. So you're relying on someone to bring the food to you. So in my opinion, if they're, I can't just ask for a soda to go up there. So if they come to you and, you expect someone to come to you and say, hey, do you want more drinks or do you want this? And if they can't, just come and say, I'm so sorry, I'm busy, I'm doing stuff, bear with me, but I'm gonna help you. That's it.
Yeah.
But I can't ask that.
But there wasn't communication.
There's no communication.
And I
She
guess,
was, like, way
she
across
didn't
the
fill up
room.
his coffee, which was weird. Didn't ask
That
him.
doesn't make any sense to me at all. That
It was-
makes me. Yeah, I mean, okay, but you did the right thing by leaving.
Do you think so? Like, it was
I
cool.
love
Yeah.
I mean, I think, in certain cases, I think that, you have to determine for yourself what a person earns.
That's true.
For a tip.
For a tip. And it wasn't the case of all you can eat spaghetti night with your hustling waitress.
Yeah, right.
It was,
right.
something
It
different.
was impartial
So
service.
you
It was
take
partial
every
service.
scenario as, as it comes.
Yeah.
But I think that's the problem is that tipping is subjective because
It is,
we tip 10%, we tip $5, but
Yeah.
Joe Schmo to the left of me might have tipped 0,
Got
and
hooked up on service.
and Joe whatever to the right might have done a 20% or whatever, So
That's
it's
true.
just super subjective.
Totally.
Yeah.
Like we said, we just did 10%. There's probably people out there that's like, oh my god, that's way more than I normally tip, or oh, that's a really good tip. What are you talking about, right?
That's
Yeah.
true.
When like
true.
our standard, I would say tipping is like 20.
Exactly.
That's like our standard, but then
yeah.
that's just like
we do-
decent
yeah.
service.
That's
you do
amazing,
the minimal.
guys.
Yeah, that's minimum.
But I feel like that's
really
I feel like that's
Yeah.
the normal.
Yeah.
Like if you just give us our drinks, you're nice to us, you
that's
just
the
take care of
normal
us.
for you.
Mm-hmm.
I think most of my tips were probably, well, I mean, it all depends, but probably like 15%.
Yeah.
I mean, I think a 15 to 20 is okay.
Mm-hmm.
And then, you know, above and beyond, I think, you know. But, yeah, everybody's different. But.
Yeah, some
Totally.
people.
Depends on what you're getting.
Some people will put down like $2 or $3 and kind
Yeah,
of leave.
it depends on how the people received the food and the service and all together. I've gotten surprises of like, $20 tips on a $30 tab, or sometimes, or
That's right.
also surprises in the other direction. Like I said. So
That's a
it
good
just,
point.
It depends on. It really does depend on the person
That's right. That's right. Exactly.
and how they view and value what the service is.
Have
That's
you
right.
ever had a dine and dasher before?
Oh yes.
Oh,
You've had
really?
people skip out on the bill?
Oh oh, sorry.
What'd you think I
Was it
meant?
like DoorDash?
How'd you know that's what you meant?
Because I was thinking that too when you said that, Dine and Dash.
Oh.
And I was like, oh no, you mean like the
Oh, yeah.
I have had a dine and dasher before.
Sorry.
Like, your dine and dasher's on the way.
Exactly.
DoorDash.
No, just like
Actually, I've gotten this on DoorDash.
Oh, nice. Yes.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
You've never had anyone though?
Skip it on
So no, but I did have someone sort of weasel me out of their
bill.
So yeah, like
People
just
do
paying
that.
the bill. Did I tell you the story?
People do do that. Though.
Okay, so that was at Chili's.
Uh-huh.
When I worked at Chili's, did I mention that?
No. That's another case.
Chili's So in my sort of gap year between high school and college, which I didn't really know I was going to take, but I just ended up taking time off.
Did you take a gap year?
Kind of. I mean, that's what I'm going to call it. It's called a gap. I took a gap. And I worked at Chili's.
That's cool.
I worked double shifts at Chili's.
There you go.
Yeah,
it's so funny.
So I remember this table I had. You know, it was kind of also like dark. They turn on the lights, you know, in there and make it look like the ambiance. And so this table was at a booth, and it was like, and I'm like, oh, all of a sudden they're gone. I look over and I'm like, oh, and I'm busy. I'm running around. So then I see the woman. I was like, oh, hey, you know, because I didn't see the tab on the table, and I look at her, and she starts to turns to me and is reaching like this to put money in my face with the tab hanging out. And I was like, hold on a second, and she's like shoving it in my hand, just take
the
it.
money, so she
So then I finally get back to go count it, and it was at least $8 short. I think, something around.
Did they leave by the time you realized that?
Yes.
Oh no!
And so that money comes out of your own, because they give you a little tab, but they give you some money ahead of time. They loan you I want to say $20 or something, so you can make change. So I had to basically take it out of my tips and pay that.
Oh, that sucks.
Yeah.
Wow.
Do you think they did that on purpose?
Yes.
Oh yeah.
They did that.
Yeah, it was I was
They've done that before too.
I was being swindled at Chili's on my double shift.
Exactly. People do stuff like that.
Yeah, that was that really.
People are messed up.
You know. Oh yeah, I was told. I mean, not everything was bad though. I mean, I just want to say that. I'm I was also. Let me tell you my day, honey. But I remember people one time were you were the most terrible waitress I've ever had.
No,
you know?
Someone said that?
Oh yeah.
No.
Yeah. It was my first night at Chili's actually.
Wow.
And
You probably
were drunk. I think they were drunk.
Yeah.
And you probably weren't the best because it's your day one.
Oh yeah.
Yeah,
no.
exactly.
My trainer left me alone. She's like, oh, she's got it. She went and had a margarita, a Cadillac margarita with a little, shot in it thing. She's thinking, just kidding.
Halfway kidding.
She's like, she's fine. And
I just didn't want to train you.
Before I knew it, I was behind, and I knew I was not doing the best job with this table.
Yeah.
Anyway, and that was scary to be told that.
Yeah, of course, the first day too.
Yeah, for sure. I would have cried.
I did cry.
I would have totally
cried. I normally would have.
Yeah.
But guess what?
You were strong.
I was strong.
And
I didn't shed any tears.
That's good. I would have cried. I would have been good.
So I was talking to a friend that worked at the steakhouse in somewhere in Marin. I think it was San Rafael. Just a random story. Oh. He said that the craziest story he had is somebody came in, ordered a steak, ate 90% of the steak, and told them they didn't like it and wanted their money back. I'm like, obviously they didn't get it, but it's you can't eat 90% of the steak. Decide later that you know what this
did he get his money back?
No.
Oh, okay.
No.
Well, that's good.
Yeah.
That's good.
Can you regurgitate that steak?
Yeah.
Neatly.
If you
how are we sure you didn't like it? Give it to us.
Yeah. I think a few bites is okay to see and make sure that if you're eating the majority, that's fine.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, I've been out to dinner with people who send food back too. Send steaks back multiple times because it's not cooked the way that they want. Now that and from a waiter's perspective, right? I mean that's gotta be frustrating and hard for the kitchen because then it's wasted.
That's true.
Because
they're not allowed. Yes, they have to recook it. A new one.
How many times? Yeah. How many times do you think people will send it back to get it right? There's got to be a certain amount where people are okay, no, we
can't do this.
We're not going to recook it again.
Some people will do it till
it's right.
Till they get it.
They get it right, and it doesn't matter.
Man.
Yeah.
I've been out to dinner with those people.
Stop.
Oh, that's the worst.
Remain unnamed.
Danny, I literally, I can't be
gossiping during your show.
That's all good.
I feel like I'm gossiping. I feel like
Don't
I
worry.
sound like your cranky older sister.
I literally
Let me tell you my day, Sonny.
if I was with somebody who did that, I would die. I literally would be like, oh my god, I don't know them, and I probably would never go out to dinner with them again.
And
I don't know who they are.
You'd want to make
Tell me
sure
it's
you
not our
got
family,
your food
is it?
first.
No.
Okay, I know the person though.
Oh,
Like, do I know the person?
I'll tell you later.
I
not
literally
going to
couldn't handle that. I would
Yeah.
be like, oh, this
Yeah.
is like absolutely ridiculous. No.
We're not going to dinner with them. That's
No.
Well, and like you got to make sure you get your food first. Because when it goes back to the kitchen, I don't know what happened.
Yeah.
I mean,
Don't
most
send
places,
stuff back. We actually don't.
No.
I think.
If
It may be like 2 times. We
Yeah.
have gone out to dinner a lot. Like we've been together hella long.
And we apologize so much because we want to make sure that
We're like, we
when
are
it goes
so
back into the
sorry.
kitchen.
But it has to be something really bad.
really worth it,
Like
yeah.
maybe we didn't order this.
Yeah,
like
which
you
has
got the
happened.
item
That's
wrong.
happened.
That's
Yeah.
something,
Yeah.
or I don't know. It's just been like a rogue situation.
Yeah.
But we apologize.
Oh,
Yeah.
yeah.
We
That's important.
Yeah.
Of course.
So like, we're
Yeah.
not trying to get our stuff spit on, you
Yeah.
know, because
Yeah.
does that happen?
Well, I've never.
Tell
Yeah,
us.
well,
Chili's, tell us.
No,
that's a good
actually, honestly, no. I've never seen anything like that
Okay.
happen.
I would imagine-
in my experience.
Yeah,
all
I
my
would imagine
experience
it's
in
not.
restaurants.
Okay.
yeah.
Good.
And if it probably
It happens.
At the
happens,
food industry,
Yeah.
I'm sure it does or has, but
yeah, not so much.
actually, and I will say this about Chili's, one of the cleanest places
Hey.
I've ever worked.
Oh,
I
really?
like Chili's.
Like
Yeah.
really clean. They take a flashlight underneath your booths and your tables,
Okay.
and they look, and if you've got crumbs, you gotta sweep those up.
Yeah.
Wow, that's
Your
good.
shift ain't over till the crumbs are gone.
That's cool.
That's cool.
I like Chili's. I like their
I know.
fajitas. They're super
Yeah.
good.
Yeah, they're really. It's
You know, it's like-
very
the
clean.
burgers
Yeah.
are good.
Yeah.
Really
Yeah, it's like good, like-
Yeah.
Southwest, but also American food with a little bit of spice if you want it,
Totally.
but you don't need it. You know, I think it's good.
Yeah.
It's like a good
Exactly.
combo.
Yeah, I once
cool.
dropped a big pot of soup on my foot there too. That was fun.
Oh, like the
I was
liquid?
adding that
The
little
liquid or the
tidbit.
pot itself?
The pot. So at
Oh.
the end, like one of my duties,
Yeah.
like you always got an extra added duty
Yeah.
at the end of your shift.
Oh, that's fun.
Something that had to do with like the kitchen or
Yeah.
rolling, the silverware or
Yeah.
whatever.
Uh-huh.
And so mine was soup duty,
Oh, yeah.
Oh.
as in bring the soup to the kitchen.
Oh.
Big pots of soup.
That's
I dropped it on my foot, on my right foot,
Ouch, that would hurt.
and it burned.
Ouch,
It
yeah.
hurt.
Ouch. That would suck.
And I had to like have an injury report and stuff.
Yeah, I was gonna say.
I mean, I wasn't like super burned, but
yeah,
it
it
is.
hurt.
You
I
don't have
mean,
to do
it was-
workman's comp.
It feels
probably.
great.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, I don't even know if I put anything on it. Probably just had a margarita afterwards.
That's hilarious.
Do you get free food at Chili's? That's a
You got a meal.
That's
Okay.
good.
Yeah, I got a meal every shift. Yeah.
That's good.
The thing is, like
Yeah.
all the places I've worked, I always had really good food from wherever I was,
Nice.
or a fridge full of food.
Yeah.
Or, just really good experiences. So
That's good.
That's
that's
good.
pretty. That's
Yeah.
the good. That's the nice part is that I have an adventurous.
Yeah.
No,
That's
totally.
good.
I think that is why you're like a good food connoisseur.
Exactly. Yeah. That's for sure.
I
Yeah.
love it.
So we just like
I
to
love
eat.
it.
We-
You
yeah,
guys,
exactly.
well, you
Love
guys
it. We
know
have
the
the-
really good restaurants.
Yes, we know
do
good.
try to. Yeah, we stay up with Yelp. You just go to
Yeah.
the highest.
We've been
reviewed
to
ones.
so many places that we know quality from non-quality.
Yeah.
We know high overpriced,
Yeah.
worth it versus a high overpriced, not worth it.
Yeah.
Like, I think ours is just like experience
Yeah.
focused.
That's true.
And what we like, maybe other people don't. But
Yeah.
I'm
For
just
sure.
not into the whole overpriced stuff
Where
where
you don't get much food.
well, you just don't get much food. Any add-on or substitute costs money.
Yeah.
I mean, I get if you have to
Yeah,
add on
yeah.
like a expensive protein or something. Like, of course, you want that to cost something.
That's
but
true.
like, I don't know. Sometimes if you substitute things, they'll add it. You know
Yeah,
what I mean? Like,
that's
I
true,
swear,
that's
I
true.
did like. I've done like no potatoes before, no toast. I got a side of fruit. It's just like an omelet.
Yeah.
So just an omelet with a side of fruit, but you don't get the toast, you don't get the potatoes. That costs more than if you just get the toast and the potatoes.
Oh yeah, because some
with the no
places
fruit.
will do
Where?
that.
What?
Yeah, there's like just like restaurants that
I
like.
need another flow chart.
Yeah.
Oh,
It's rough.
cross out the fruit. No.
I know.
Oh, I was gonna say
Yeah.
I mean, I don't know if we want to wrap up soon, but
Yeah.
I want you to
Oh.
tell our viewers what you do now.
Oh, yeah.
Just
Yeah,
a
yeah.
little bit about your career, 'cause- which it's fine if she's still in the food industry, but
Yeah.
I mean, I think they might be curious.
Yes.
Yeah.
And actually, I miss working
The food industry.
Yeah.
in manual labor. No, I'm just kidding. That's what I said earlier. No, I do miss it because the people and
You are
know,
very personable.
You are, yeah.
You know, and then I had cash in my pocket all the time,
That's
which
true.
is
Yeah.
wonderful. You know, now I make a paycheck.
Yeah.
But now I am really super passionate about working with kids.
Nice.
I've been a teacher for 11 years.
That's a long
Nice.
time.
And, yep. Oh,
Mhm.
today I ran into
Uh-huh.
one of my first graders who's now a 7th grader.
Oh, that's
Oh,
trippy.
crazy.
at the after school program. So I'm
Yeah.
so I am an arts integration teacher on special assignment.
That's cool.
My
Okay.
full title. So what that means is I work and help to integrate the arts in our education community. I work on arts experiences as well as the arts academy that we have after school in our
Nice.
district.
Uh-huh.
So that's where I ran into Emerald.
That's
Oh, I love that
crazy.
name.
I was like, "Do you remember me?" I was like in shock. She goes, "I do."
That's
remember
cool.
you?
Oh
That's
She
cool.
was like, you know, and she just
Yeah,
had
yeah.
these beautiful blue eyes.
Oh,
She's
that's
just like
cool.
the sweetest girl.
I do.
Yeah.
And she did spoken word poetry
Oh,
today.
wow.
And it was this fantastic class
Yeah.
with one of our artists that we
Uh-huh.
have that does the after school program and works with the kids.
Nice.
And his name is Trouble. Trouble
Okay.
Sin is his full, I think, stage name right now.
Oh, okay.
Um,
It's the station.
And he's a spoken word poet, and he's
That's
incredible.
cool.
You guys, you should check him out. for
He's
sure.
really good,
He's
huh?
amazing. He's online,
Might have
but
to
he
do
works
that.
with the students and just brings out the best in them. And so
Yeah.
I got to experience that
That's
tonight,
awesome.
and that's the kind of stuff that makes my job
Worth it.
worth
yeah.
it. To see her as a first grader when
That's
I was
cool.
a teacher
Yeah.
in the
Yeah.
classroom.
Yeah.
You know, and I can remember her handwriting because she would like do these little like swirlies.
Aw,
Yeah.
just one of those.
Yeah, she's one of
That's
those.
cool.
That's
And
cute.
so it's a fabulous
No,
job.
that's
Nice.
cool.
So-
No, that's cool.
That
That's what I
is.
do now.
Nice.
It's been a long time.
Exactly.
No, it's great.
Yeah.
Teacher's a hard job.
It is.
I
It's
definitely hats
rewarding.
off to
Yeah,
you
yeah.
to be a teacher, especially in California. You guys, our
Not-
California's
right.
schools are not great.
Yeah,
unless
that's
it's private.
Exactly.
But if you're in the public school district, it's rough.
Yeah.
Or do you disagree?
Um,
You're the teacher, but
know.
I'm pretty sure we're underfunded and underpaid in terms of.
yeah, I think that
Teaching.
teachers deserve a lot more money for what we do.
That's
Yeah.
right.
Okay, just
And-
making sure.
Yeah, I agree with you on that. You know, it's a job that is very rewarding, but also nonstop, very
Yeah.
emotionally taxing.
Oh, sure.
Mhm.
And you know, I don't think it's underappreciated because you know teachers don't do it to be appreciated necessarily.
Right, sure.
But I do notice obviously the income disparities in comparison to other things that are considered more important than you know being.
Sure.
And I don't think there's really anything more important than the people that take care of
Like
your
your
children.
kids, yeah.
So
For so many years of their life,
you know.
many years.
That's true.
And bring kids things like experiences with different cuisines and
Yeah.
things that they may not get to do in their regular life that I don't know. So anyway, I'm
No,
on my
you-
soapbox, but I just
It's all
love I love
And
Good.
you're great at it.
Thank
You are.
you.
Yeah.
Thank you. I'm
Absolutely.
so lucky to have you guys.
Oh, we
we
love
feel the
you.
same.
And spending this time with me.
Thank you for
Absolutely.
having us.
It's
I
been
know,
so much
yeah.
fun. I think I was looking this way the whole time, so I'm
No, it's all
sorry.
good. It's all good. No
I was like,
worries.
just like,
No worries. I know.
No,
all
thank you
good.
for having us and
Yeah.
letting us come in with our big bags and into your house. And thank you for
Yeah.
having us.
My
You have been
goodness.
amazing.
For
We
sure.
love you so much. And
Oh,
honestly, thank you
Yeah,
for letting
love
us
you
come
too.
here.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So cool. Well, let's go ahead and
Sorry.
wrap it up. No, it's all
okay.
good.
I feel
No.
like my baby was neglected a little bit.
It's all good. No, listen, it's all about you because we wanted to do this with you.
We
know,
did want
so
to highlight
we
Danny.
wanted to
We
ask
did.
you questions.
Really?
And of course, yeah.
really
We talked
nice.
about it in
You
the
were
promo.
missed.
Yeah.
Yeah, we wanted to highlight you.
Absolutely. Yeah,
We love you.
absolutely.
We love you.
thank you. I love you guys. Very much.
Yeah. So
Yeah.
comment
I
below,
love
you
being
guys.
here too.
Let us know if you want to have her on the show again because we probably
Yes.
will anyways. And then, but we would love to know what you guys think. And
And
you know,
yeah, and
don't worry,
I'd
I'm
also-
gonna
I'd also love to get.
yeah.
I'd also one day would love to get my teenage nephew,
Oh.
her son,
Benjamin.
Ben,
Yeah.
on the show because he is
We're gonna
very amusing.
exactly.
Now that he's always been amusing, but now that he's a teen, it's just on a whole other level.
I think we're gonna have him teach
So-
us some slang because
That would be fun.
he said some stuff that I'm like, I have no idea what you're saying.
He's saying slang. We're like, what is that?
We're like,
I never
what's
thought we
going
would
on?
not know slang,
Yeah.
but we
Yeah.
don't.
Yeah.
So maybe we could do a little.
Yeah,
maybe
that'd
you
be
guys
good.
can meet my nephew one of these days too. But if you
That'd be awesome.
if you have any questions for Danny or any questions for
Yeah.
us, comment below.
Yeah,
Hit that
please.
like button. Subscribe to our
Yeah.
YouTube page if you haven't already, and please share this video with your friends and your family.
Yes.
Let them know who the K&J fam is. We were so excited to do this video today, and thank you for
Absolutely.
joining us, Danny. We love you.
Thank you guys.
Yeah,
Thank you
of
so
course.
much, you guys. Thanks for having me.
Oh,
Of
anytime.
course,
I'm so
of
glad you
course.
did. You did your first
I can't wait.
mukbang.
Oh, I did.
know.
I did a
She didn't even know what this was yesterday
I did.
until
Oh,
or 2 days ago.
I
Yeah.
know. What kind of food did I not try? And I was like, oh, and here I am.
You did it. Cool.
Yeah, it was fun.
Good, I'm glad.
All right, you guys.
Okay, we love
will
you
see
guys.
next time.
We're signing
love you
out.
very much.
We'll see you tomorrow.
See ya.
Okay.
Peace.
Bye. Mwah.